Alright, today we're going to be performing a durability test comparison between the iPhone 5, the 5C, and the 5S. First test we're going to perform is going to be a scratch test to see how durable the device is. As you know, with the iPhone 5 there was major issues with the aluminum getting easily scratched up and scuffed up, and we're hoping that with new redesign of the 5C, this harder outer plastic shell is going to serve as a more durable casing for what was the iPhone 5. As for the iPhone 5S, it appears it's made out of the same quality aluminum. We're going to run it through a couple basic tests just to see how it stands up. First, we're going to just do a scratch test with a key. As you know, when you do that on the iPhone 5, the back is okay, but when you get to the edges, it really scratches up the edges and leaves some marks. It appears that the plastic coating is pretty durable. It holds up to the basic scratch of a key, simulating, if you put it in your pocket or whatnot. The 5S does not appear to be much different than the original 5. Edges are getting a little scratched up. It's probably tough to see on the camera there, but there definitely are some marks left there by a simple key scratch. Next test we're going to perform, we're going to take a small bag just full of some change, throw some keys in there. Then we're just going to toss the phone in, see how it holds up, shake it around a little bit. Definitely left some marks on the phone. There's some on the outer frame that weren't there before. Next we'll take the 5C. We'll do the same thing. Rubbing it pretty hard. See how, not too bad. There's definitely a few scratches on the outer plastic shell. Really, I would compare this to the similarities of like a 3GS, minus the chrome, of course. The chrome flaked off pretty easily, but the outer plastic shell seems to be somewhat durable. There's definitely some scratches that are on there. Next we have the 5C, which I imagine is going to be very similar to the '5. And yeah, that left a few marks. It's exactly the same as the 5. So the next test we're going to be performing is your basic drop test. We're going to see how the iPhone 5, the iPhone 5S, and the iPhone 5C hold up if you were to drop it just from everyday usage. First, well, that broke quickly. First drop, iPhone 5 face down, shattered. Next we have the iPhone 5S. I imagine this is going to be very similar to the iPhone 5. Still okay? Still okay? It's not shattered yet. landed flat on the back. It's very similar to the iPhone 5. It all kind of depends on how it falls, really. So, well, that did it. And lastly, we have the new colorful iPhone 5C. A little bit of spring to it when it bounced. Back housing is pretty, still pretty good. A couple little scratches and dents, or marks. Still okay. It's actually popping out of the frame, surprisingly enough. Just push it back in. Should be good as new. I think the fact that it's plastic is probably helping it out a little bit. Still good. That time I didn't really drop it. I kind of chucked it into the ground a little bit with a little bit of force, but it definitely broke. As you can see with any of these devices, it's really all about how it falls, where it lands, where it hits on the device. As you can see from the results of the drop test, all phones are susceptible to breaking. What we did find was that with the plastic housing, the iPhone 5C seemed to take a little bit more of a beating than the others. Thanks for watching our iPhone 5 versus iPhone C versus iPhone 5S durability drop test today. If you have any questions, feel free to visit iFixYourEye.com. We're here to help you with all your repair needs.